My name is Derek Hess, and I've been going to Compass now it'll be 3 years in September. And I definitely haven't always been a Christian. I was actually in prison for 6 years for selling drugs and doing a bunch of bad things. And
my name is Tiffany. I've been coming to Compass on and off for about a year. I work in the criminal justice system, and I've worked in the criminal justice system for years.
I got out in September of 2013, and I was just ready to find a church that would really accept me and that I could get that connection with God that I had in there. And my sister has attended Compass for a while, and this was the first place on my list. And I came here and I talked to the pastor, Drew, and they just welcomed me with open arms. And through the experience, I really felt like I needed to get more involved, like I really needed to get more of a connection with the community and the people in the church, and we started hearing about Rooted, and it was something that we really wanted to do. I didn't really know exactly what was going to transpire at Rooted, but I just knew that it was my next step to really get involved in the church.
Even though I had everything that I wanted, I had my family, I had my career, I felt like something was missing. We felt like Compass was the place that we really needed to be, and we started to become more involved in the church and come every Sunday. And that's also when I heard about Rooted.
During the first week of Rooted, we really knew that it was the group that God had intended for us. Also in my group was a woman who was kind of on the other side of the tracks from me. We gave our testimonies, and here I was, an ex-felon with 5 felonies on my record and all these bad things that I had done in the past, and I'm sharing it with the group. And she happens to be a district attorney for the city of Arlington, who's kind of on the other side of the fence dealing with people like I used to be all the time, and it was just awesome to see how God kind of weaved us all together and used our testimonies to kind of let us see the other side of things.
And then Derek was in our group. And when we first met, as we went through Rooted and we were discussing the scriptures and the different things, it was clear that Derek was a man of faith. It was clear that he lived a Christian life and that he truly knew God's word and believed in it. And then I heard Derek's story. And at one time, Derek lived the life that I despised. I looked at criminal histories daily, and that's how I judged people. I would look at their criminal history, and to me, I knew the person. And I knew what kind of person that they were because I knew the things that they did. And to hear about his past, to hear that at one time he had been involved in that, it was just shocking to me. But it also helped me see my short-sightedness and see where I was being judgmental of others. And it really helped me understand that we are all sinners. And he had a different walk, but ultimately he had found Christ.
At the last week of the Rooted celebration, it was a shock to me that I didn't even realize that she was going to get baptized. And whenever they had the baptisms at the end, she walked up to baptize and do the visual representation of being buried with Christ and kept rising up in new life.
And so at the Rooted celebration, I decided to be rebaptized. And I say rebaptized, but I think it was really my first true baptism where I truly understood the commitment that I was making to live a Christian life. So they told us that, if pick someone in your group to baptize you. It didn't have to be one of the pastors. And so I picked Derek.
To have the opportunity to baptize her and the significance of that, I don't take that lightly at all. And it was just an amazing experience. I teared up. It was awesome.
Hearing Derek's story and getting to know him and then hearing his story, it really helped me see that we all have sins of the past, and we've all made bad decisions and bad choices. But it's not that one event, one crime, one anything that defines us, other than whether or not we are living with Christ. That is the one thing that defines us, I think. That is the only thing that matters.